I think we got it finally after I don't know how many times. I played around with things and fiddled and had to get new drivers for my camera, and that still didn't even go right. I hope everybody's okay fine. Can you hear me all right? I'm not seeing much going on with my microphone. Testing while it's moving. Aha. This is the first time I have ever used YouTube's live stream. And my little light that I usually use, I moved it because it's one of those little ringy thingies. And so it's around my camera. And it's like, ta-da, I can see me. I'm not so in the dark. This is kind of cool. How is everybody? Mindy, you are beautiful. Thank you for being here. I love you so much. Has your mother told you what kind of a pest I've been about Brazilian? I can't let that puppy go. Oh, you make me so happy. I can't wait to see you. I see somebody's lurking in the shadows. Oh, I'm the other lurker. Does this look okay? Everything copacetic? I always thought that the Fogo de Chon, Schwan, whatever it is, was the expensive one, but apparently the Avenida Brasilia is the expensive one. Thank you. And you know that they, for their lunch, for like $15, it's an all-you-can-eat salad, but it's got like the smoked salmon and asparagus and fruits and soup of the day and smoked meats. And so it's like, wow, sounds quite filling just on that. Um, when Paul gets here, I was going to I guess pick his brain in a sense, but we were talking earlier on another channel, and the idea of people's paths came up. And in many circles, that just the notion of there being anything other than the one way that one person is used to, or it's the only thing they know, the idea of there being another way to get there is either taboo, just a foreign concept, inconceivable, which makes me think of, what was that? Something Bride. What was her name? What was the name? With Princess Buttercup and the dreaded pirate something. And the little Sicilian assassin that would always say, that's inconceivable. Anyway, that just popped in my head. See, I can diatribe like the best of them. Squirrel. I have snory babies next to me. Only one. If you ever have the opportunity to go buy Specs, see if they have one of these copper cups. There's no tin on the inside, which I really like. Yay! It's a raid. I need to get some tunes to do the raid thing. Oh, I know what I can do. Okay, that gives me a thing to look for. But anyway, I recommend highly finding yourself a copper vessel. You don't want the ones with the tin. And put your water in it. And what I do a lot of times at night is that I put my water in and I place it by the bed. And then in the morning I drink it so that it has all night to get all the goodness of the copper, which gives us copper, which is good for our skin and for the body and the blood and all that fun stuff. Have you ever heard of Masaru Emoto? Woot woot OG. What do you think? Does it look better, OG? I fiddly farted around. Can we say fart? I fiddly farted around with my stuff. I moved my light up because it was a little mini ring light and put it in front of the camera. It just kind of was like, aha. And so I'm in the dark, but not so dark. See, the whole purpose of the dark is so you can't see all the crafting stuff and everything behind me, because I have yet to organize my office. It's multifaceted. It's my creation area, my painting area, my crafting area, my study area, my designing area. I need a bigger house, but I don't want one because it means more space to clean. Thank you for coming, OG and Ashley. Much love. So very, very much. I was starting to ask if anybody was familiar with Masaru Emoto. He wrote several books. Christina G. OG. I like it. How are you, baby girl? Yay, Uncle Paul. I'm loving this raid thing. You guys taught me so much in that little bit of time that we sat there talking. It was so cool. Actually, I think I was there a lot longer than I'm really thinking. You poor souls, you had to put up with me for so long. So Masaru Emoto wrote several books on water, of all things. Yankee, pay attention. Water has an interesting property. Not only does it's one of the few things that will go from solid to gas to solid to liquid, or, you get the gist. It can move from solid to gas and gas to liquid, gas to liquid, liquid to solid, and solid back to liquid. There we go. I would get my science out sooner or later. But not only is that interesting, but it shapes itself to whatever it's in, and it retains memory. So Masaru Emoto, if you ever saw the movie What the Bleep Do We Know? If you haven't, definitely go get it. Mindy, bug your mom. She's got my CDs. She's yet to even pay attention to it. Just take it from her and you watch it. But they have him, they bring him up in the movie. And so here are two of his experiments. The short one is that for 30 days, he took 3 beakers of rice. And the first rice, all 3 were identical. Dry rice, water added, and then they were set there on a counter or a bar or whatever. And so the first beaker of rice, it was praised. It was given attention, love, all good words said to it. The second beaker of rice was criticized, was called names and basically told how worthless it was. And then beaker was utterly ignored. At the end of 30 days, the first beaker of rice was fermenting. It was sweet. It had like a little perfume to it, still white. The second beaker was starting to get mold and all kinds of other ugly things in there and turning black and brown and all of that. That's the one that was told it was worthless and I hate you and you name it. The third beaker, that one, the one that was ignored, completely rotted. Just became a mass of yuck. And his view was that when we have children, our words that we say to them stick. Maybe not so much as you would think like to their physicalness, though I would see it as being in the energetic field, but also in the cells of their being. Because not only are we 1.4 volts of electricity per cell, we also have water in every cell. And seeing we really are just a community, like you and I are here on the internet, YouTube family. We're a community of like-minded people who have been drawn together by whatever powers, whatever energy, whatever thoughts, creation. But then the community we live in, whether we're in a small, tiny town, and so we know everybody's business, or we're in a larger town and we don't even know 1/10 of the people that we pass day to day. So our children, if we speak out when we're angry, just regurgitate, vomit up, any kind of a commentary that would be negative. And at the moment, you'll have to forgive me because I can't even come up with an example of what would be a negative vomiting on a child. But just in that heated moment of blurting out something, it's like taking a spit wad and spitting at the child with this thing that sticks to them, and then it's going to carry with them wherever they go. And we think it's only, oh, I only did it one time, but it just takes the one time. His other experiments were over a course of many years. Hey, sweet sister. Several books. I can't remember the name. It was. Let me do a quick look because I'd rather be able to give you the exact name and not hope I spelled his name wrong. Emoto, not Emoto. So he had water crystal healing, but he had other ones. The one I'm looking for. It's talking about water consciousness. And hidden messages in the water. That's the one I wanted to tell you. So taking specific water, he would freeze them. And then, and in some, like flash freeze kind of thing. And it would be just one drop of water on a slide. And then he would take that slide and put it under a special type of microscope. I think it was called magnetic resonance analysis. Say that 10 times fast. Say it twice. But he would discover that depending on what was done to the water, that there would be an image inside those crystals. So like love and gratitude, if they took a sample of water and they prayed over it. They did this to Kyoto Lake, I think it was. It's supposed to be the most polluted lake in all of Japan. And they had several Buddhist monks praying over the water, in one spot. Well, before they prayed over the water, they took a sample of that water and put that, to the side, and then they had them pray on the water, and the two were totally different, even though the sample was from the exact same water. Um, but love and gratitude looks like a diamond with all these diamonds around it. It's gorgeous. Um, you disgust me looks like a person actually standing there, but it's all globby and just nothing is formed as hexagonal as the crystals are in the more positive speak. Uh, Peace, which is what we're trying to work on, is looks like an up close snowflake, or something that you would imagine a brooch being, which was all sparkly gems and stuff. He also did um, I hate you, I'll kill you, and it actually looks like somebody with a knife, but it's brown and glicky and just and the I love you um, is bright and clear and has like a glow around it. Thank you is another snowflake looking one. They took Mother Teresa and put her name on a beaker of water and then did the sample. And that showed up as a beautiful gem looking crystal of water. Hitler looked like another dark, black, globby mess. So, what I'm trying to explain or express is that we are supposed to be, if we drink water and we're good kids, we're 80+% water, which means that every cell in our body holds the words we even say to ourselves. God, soul, that was stupid. Why'd you do that? You're such an bleepity bleep bleep, and the body goes and sucks it in and it stays. Um, you know, how many times have we put ourselves down? Why am I even trying to do this? I'm not good enough. I can never be good enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not talented enough. I'm not smart enough. I can't do it. Why even bother trying? All these defeatist words, these thought forms, are a form that takes place within us that becomes part and parcel of our makeup. And that's why it's so hard for us to clear it out, to try and turn over a new leaf and not say those things. One, it's habit. Two, it's ingrained. So for one moment, if you take a cup of water, it doesn't have to be the copper, but I love the copper vessel for its health benefits. And this one, I don't know if I'm afraid to tip it too far, but there's no tin inside because it's full of water. But you can hold your cup and you can just think. You don't have to say anything, but just think loving thoughts. Think thank you. Thank you is tremendous. When the body hears thank you, whether you've received something or not, it now places that occurrence, that item, object, whatever, in the now. Because typically it's like I hand you something, you say thank you. That means you received. You got it in your hot little hand. So if you're asking for the new job, OG, hold it in the best light and just say thank you. Thank you for this job. Thank you for this opportunity. If, obviously I can't say that it would happen, like that, because how much doubt creeping up, how much, well, I really don't want to do this because it's not quite what I had hoped for, so we can set ourselves up for failure. But the water, just holding it. And I always recommend holding it to your heart, because your heart produces 10,000 times, or excuse me, not 10,000, 1,000 times more electromagnetic energy than the brain does. And so if you think like you've already experienced my saying, think of something that you dearly love that fills your heart up with so much joy. You're on the verge of tears on bursting, that it's the happiest person, place, or thing. And then holding that imagery, the energy builds, that sensation fills you up as if you're reliving that moment right now, like you're back whenever that first happened. My youngest daughter is, she's my anchor, and I will see her. And since I've been doing this and through our nightly exercises, every time I've brought up holding that one thing that just fills your heart up, makes it swell. Speaking to her the other day, I told her that I've been using her for my exercises, and she thanked me because she said that her arm stopped hurting. She's been having some medical issues, and it seems to be improving. And so I continue to hold her tightly, and I use her and the love that I have for her when I send out my petition for peace, for the joy for every man, woman, and child, in my neighborhood, in my county, my state, in the country, in the planet, to be filled with love, to be filled with compassion, but also courage, because fear is such a debilitating and waste of energy. Fear is supposed to be, oh, there's saber-toothed tiger, I'm getting the heck out of here. But not what ifs all lined up on the fence, and each one of those might have something that could harm me, but it's only in my imagination because I'm giving them power and creating them instead of just dealing with what's here and what I know. So, anyway, that was a longer diatribe than I had intended to assault you with. Thank you, Christina. I love you guys so much. You really need to know that. You give me wings, and you guys and the love you show is enough to lift me and make my heart swell. And I can ride that wave, and ask for peace. Ask for where darkness dwells, let the light shine and illuminate every corner. Where fear resides, let love carry. Let love be the whole of the law. Sorry, I got myself. So if, with your guys' permission, if we can take a couple minutes to hold the silence and just imagine all your love being a golden light that spreads like a blanket on the wind, blessing every man, woman, and child, giving them everything I've already said. I'm not going to repeat it, but let it be peace, Let their hearts be filled with goodwill and the willingness to do good. Thank you, OG. Thank you, everybody. So gently, sweetly, take a breath. If you go anywhere like I do, come back, come back. What was that thing? Come back, Shane. Um, so a couple things that I thought of. Blame it on Paul. Um, Yankee, I'd like to do a panel with you at your convenience on the idea of paths. Um, if you're up for that, let me know. And then I also thought um, of setting up a play date with Mrs. OG that we could do a discussion on on the different tools and the playgrounds with the cards and stuff. My mom gave me my first deck when I was 10. And I know that the notion of anything seemingly out of the ordinary or out of mainstream can be taboo for some, can be fearful. Oh my God, woman. What am I going to do with you? Uh, there we go. See what I did to you? Ha ha ha. Anyway, um, but I just thought that that would be a fun discussion and to show um, the various histories. Okay, I would like that. You just tell me what you've got going. To see, wait a minute, what is today? Because, all right, today's Thursday. So tomorrow night, I am going to be doing this at 10:30 your time, 9:30 my time, which will probably mean that I'll have to ply Angela with copious amounts of coffee or tea or chocolate. Because we've got the meditation with Master Co tomorrow night at 8 o'clock my time. Yeah, 8 o'clock my time, which is 9 o'clock your time. And I'm imagining that the whole thing is going to last about an hour and a half, but you never know. He might get it done in an hour because he's doing both the full moon meditation as well as the prosperity healing. And he always gives a lecture in the beginning of it. Um, and Miss Angela, if you're still here, I was telling Mindy that she could get the What the Bleep Do We Know CDs from you if she wanted to watch them. That definitely has you going down the rabbit hole. Uh, Other than that, I'll um, I'll leave it up to you, Yankee, on what your availability is because I know you have one on Sunday. I want chicken so badly. Funny little chicken story. I'll give you two because I can. Angela's, well, you guys, most of you have met Cameron when he came in. When I had a booth out at the Renaissance Festival, and he would bring he had a little miniature chicken. She was just a tiny thing. And people would come all over just to see Minnie. That was her name. And she had a little hat. Sometimes she'd have a little cape. Um, she had free roam of my booth, and then she would come up, and if you weren't careful, she'd lay an egg where you were sitting. And so they were always tiny little eggs too. Um, she was a Banty. I think she was a Banty and a Silky mixed. But when I used to live with my master for Kung Fu back when I was 25, 26, and he was Chinese, and he had a chicken for a pet, and the chicken's name was Chicken. And I would watch this little Chinese man running around the backyard going, chicken, 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 and just chasing the thing. And she'd come running up to me and sit in my lap. And, oh, the good old days. But yeah, chickens. I want chickens. Only about three or four. I don't think the dogs would hurt them. I'd worry more about the cats. But I want fresh eggs. Not so much for the chicken meat. I want fresh eggs. Because I like to make my own mayonnaise. And I'm hearing noise, and it's not the dog. Um, let's see what else. So, Christina, if you think you'd like to do something with me, please let me know, and then I'll just play it by ear. I'm going to continue doing this every night until I don't feel like it needs to be done anymore, I guess. I mean, really. Um, does anybody have any announcements? Oh, wow. Yankee, it's just you and me. Everybody left. OG left and Christina left. I'm sitting here talking to them and they're not even here. Well, Goofy live chat said you weren't here. I don't understand YouTube. I swear. You guys have a long road to hoe with me to teach me this stuff. I I have a little wedge for my back and I keep sliding down. Would you be interested, Christina? There's my Angela. I love you so much. I know, I saw that, but I went up to participants and it had you and me, and that was it. I think that's cool. I think that's the most I've ever gotten. I'm feeling so blessed. I know I'm a silly woman. Um, I'm not trying. So we will talk later and figure out what we can do and what you would like to do. And then I will bug Paul and we will figure out the same thing there. Um, and then, Angela, if you want to have coffee tomorrow and maybe some cinnamon. It was just silly YouTube. I went and did a, because I, this is an experiment and I think I kind of actually like it better. StreamYard is great if you want to bring people up, which I would like, but this was my experiment into YouTube, and and I redid the and stuff, and I'm tickled. I feel like I'm becoming a YouTuber. Christina, I have no intent. Believe me. You guys are all stuck with me now. Hey there, how are you, Matt? It's okay, dear. You were here in spirit. I felt you. I'm glad you took a nap. But if you'd like to, Angela, let me know. Just give me a text in the morning. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling some cinnamon. You ever noticed how soothing it is when a dog is sleeping, deeply breathing? I don't need any music. I just got that. Okay. So that's 8 o'clock my time. I may be there. Depends. I've been lucky if I make it to bed by 2. Yes, I am, Christina. I'm sorry, but that's okay. I still love you. I was getting the C's wrong. But I will still gladly do anything that you might want to do. How we grow. And I'm not talking about channel stuff, I'm talking about us growing. I think it's cool. You have wonderful energy. This is cool. I don't think Min is still here, or did she? I love smiling, did you know? See, Ogden and OG just kind of, they all together for me. Now, let's see. Oh, how cool. I'm not backwards. StreamYard, no matter what. If I raise my left hand, it's over here. Oh, that's okay. If nobody has, if Walter passes gas in his sleep, he will wake up and leap off the bed like it's trying to bite him. And then he has this other routine when he passes gas. It's this little, and he'll turn and look at his butt like, where'd that come from? And who are you? And the first time he did that, I died laughing. The other night, I think I was here, but I don't know if I was on the channel or not. And he did it quite voluminously. I mean, it was loud. And he jumped up and he ran over here and he had his back smashed against my chair and looked where he was, like, it's over there. Don't let it get me. Oh. And he's really only started passing gas the last like 4 years. And it's just been, I'm attributing it to probably age or, his food, and it's not sitting well for him. I gave him yams this evening, so we'll see how he does. It's funny when they do that. It's like, where'd that come from? What's the matter with your leg, Matt? I forgot to ask because I was enjoying us just chatting. If anybody has any need for or would like to be placed on the healing list, let me know and I will add you to my list and put you in my box. Hey, Mama. Glad to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Are you elevating it, Matt? Oh, sweetheart. Okay, let me write it down. Thank you, Angela. I like that name, Samuel. Okay, I got her written down. Yes, very strong. You could talk to him. The name sounds familiar. Can't tell. Staehlel? Or is. No, that's an exclamation mark. Okay. Paul Jason Stale. Is that how you pronounce it? He's a financier. Oh no, fiance. I don't know who he is either. Hello, I feel you. Okay, come on up. All righty. Okay. No, 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 no. American television. Yep, I don't recognize the face. Gracie, don't even think about it. Goodness sake. Yes, Princess Grace. You going to say hi to Angela? You going to say hi to No, 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 not my face. I know. I know. I love you. Will you turn around just long enough to say hi to everybody? Huh? You can say hi? Say no. You're going to make me sneeze. Make me sneeze. Come on, look up there. Oh. Come on, Smiley. See, goes. Angela says hi. Angela says hi. What? What do you want? You have bad breath still. Well, I can't wait to see Matt on a panel. I just looked at the other guy's picture. Don't have TV, so I don't have a clue. You're not sneaky. You're not sneaky. What do you want? What do you want? Hmm? Okay, okay. Yes, baby. Yes, baby. All righty. Somebody's being needy. Hmm? You gotta not eat my hair, child. Hmm? That was my nostril. Oh my goodness. Okay, Matt, that'd be cool. All right, Angela, I see you tomorrow. Sweet dreams. We'll have our date. Child. I love you. Gracie loves you. Because your Aunt Angela gets you all kinds of cool clothes, keep you warm when you go outside. She is my shrinking violet. You licked the inside of my nose. Bless you. So where are we going to go now? I've almost hit an hour. And I got you, Matt, on my list. Yeah, that's same with us. Actually, it's been longer than that, but when Mom was still alive for a couple of years, I was coming here and I would watch TV with her a couple nights a week. But we still didn't own a TV. And then since Mom's been gone for 3 years now, I haven't watched TV either. But with your permission, I'll send you some energy tonight. I already did, but I'm going to ask. Do you see that? It's a tongue. And it's just going to sit there for the longest time. I didn't lose anything, Matt. She's still here. I mean, I guess, I have a different view of it. Um, but we can share that another time. I don't know what goes on in that little teeny tiny brain of yours, other than this desperate need you have to lick my face. Oh no, nothing to be sorry about, baby. Nothing to be sorry about. Um, I was there and I took care of her, um, and I blessed her and gave her permission. And I'm afraid if I talk, she's going to stick her tongue in my mouth because she's sneaky that way. Why don't you lay your head back down? Or I'm going to put you down. Um, I have been there for 5 family members as their advocate to on their journey. I've had some very peculiar things over my lifetime. Yes. Paul, is there anybody that we need to go raid, or should we just make it a night and we'll get together for tomorrow night's meditation? Well, you're going to be there 9 in the morning, so I will. Hey, Brian, nice to see you, dear. Um, we'll hook up in the morning. I'll have my tea or coffee. I haven't decided yet, and I'll sit with you, and we can talk and laugh and. Okay, well, I can come over there and watch for a little bit, sit in the bleachers. after I think somebody might need to be going outside. Because if you're telling me to go to bed, I ain't going to bed yet. Do you have any essential oils, Matt? Rosemary would, even if you had some rosemary herbs, you could wrap them in like cheesecloth, a little piece of cheesecloth, or even a coffee filter would be good. And tie it in a coffee filter and put that in the bath. That's anti-inflammatory. Um, yeah, we're gonna go raid OG. What are you doing, fool? Um, and ginger, definitely some ginger. I'd actually probably make a tea out of that. Oh, that's good. If you had some wild lettuce, you could make a tea out of that. And then, thank you. This is the midget, and then the big one's he's a lab mix. Um, no, I was thinking about the wild lettuce. The wild lettuce is basically an opioid, and so if you were to make a tea out of that and drink the water and add a little ginger to that, that would be good and relaxing. It helps for sleep. I am just amazed at the complexities of this family. I am loving every minute of it. So we are now 1 minute or 1 hour and 3 minutes. So let's do a bail on this channel and run over and go see OG. And if Christina's still here, much love to you, my dear. Sorry for confusing you with Mrs. OG. I saw CG and that's where my brain went. And anyway, shall we? Let's go do this. That was Daddy. Daddy coughed. Walter. Oh, that sounds good. We are going to have to talk. Much love to you, Christina. Are you going to go over to do an OG, to raid OG? So, see, now I know what I'm going to do with you, Matt. We're going to have a talk someday. We're going to do a panel. I have plans for you. But I'm ready. Let's go. Let's bail over there. Oh, heavy sigh. Okay, I love you guys. See you later. All right, now that's how. All right, great. 1, 2, 3. Bye. Say bye. You gonna say bye? No. Bye.